Damian, wait. Please, drive off safely. I don't care about revenge anymore. I don't care about Ethan. I don't care about the trophy. I'd rather have you alive than win everything and lose you.
Aria, you worry yourself too much.
You've become my everything. For me and for Emma.
I will come back. For you and for Emma. I promise. I think the race is about to start, my love.
The engine answers me the moment I press the ignition. Not with hesitation, not with defiance, with recognition. The low growl vibrates through the chassis and into my bones, familiar and intimate, like an old language my body never truly forgot. I ease the car forward, rolling out of the stand and onto the track access lane, steering deliberately, controlling every breath, every muscle. Ahead, the grid comes alive. International teams line up, machines engineered by the best minds money can buy. Flags flash on screens. Accents bleed into one another through headsets. This isn't just a race. It's a convergence of legends, prodigies, and empires. And Blake's cars are already there. 3 of them, perfectly polished, aggressive stances. Their drivers move with practiced arrogance, the kind that comes from knowing the world expects you to win. Early telemetry scrolls across my dash. Practice laps already favor them. Analysts are murmuring. Commentators are circling a familiar narrative. Damian Wolfe is back. But is he still enough? I guide the great Wolfe into position, aligning with the markers as instructed. The car settles beneath me like a living thing, responsive, patient, waiting. Then it hits. The memory. Metal screaming. The violent snap of control vanishing in a heartbeat. Fire. Silence. My wife's face, too pale against hospital sheets. The smell of antiseptic. The sound of machines doing what I could not afford to do longer. Her fingers slipping from mine as I promised things I never got the chance to keep. Aria, unconscious. Still. 3 days where the world held its breath and dared me to lose her too. For a fraction of a second, the past claws at me. My grip tightens on the wheel. But this time, I don't freeze. I inhale slowly, deliberately, grounding myself in the present, in the vibration of the engine, in the data streaming across my visor, in the certainty of Aria's voice telling me to remove fear from my perception. Focus, I tell myself. You're not racing ghosts. I glance toward the pit wall as I pass. Aria stands there, still, composed, eyes locked on me. No panic, no doubt, just belief, steady and unshakable. She doesn't wave. She doesn't reach. She anchors, and something inside me locks into place. The qualifying countdown begins. Lights flash, engines scream. The track opens like a challenge thrown at the feet of every man here. Blake's drivers launch hard. They dominate the early laps, clean lines, ruthless pace, aggressive cornering. Their times drop fast, precise, intimidating. The crowd reacts exactly as expected. The narrative sharpens. I don't chase them, not yet. I listen to the car, let it breathe, let it speak. Every turn feeds me information, grip, balance, response. This machine isn't just fast, it's honest, and honesty wins races. Lap by lap, I push a little more. Not reckless, not nostalgic, calculated, controlled, hungry. The past stays where it belongs, behind me. This isn't about revenge anymore. This is about survival, purpose, and proving, to myself more than anyone, that I was never finished. As I cross the line, the timer flashes. Not first, but close enough to make people look again. I smile behind the visor. This is only the beginning. And somewhere beyond the roar of engines and the weight of expectation, I know. The track remembers me, and I remember who I am. I qualified for the next round.
Damian qualifies. Not first, but he qualifies. The moment the final times flash across the screen, a strange hush settles in my chest, relief braided tightly with fear. He's through. He made it. Against the odds, against 5 years of silence, against a world that wants legends to stay buried. Blake's drivers don't hide their reactions. One of them laughs openly during the media walkthrough, clapping slowly like Damian has just finished a charity lap. Another leans into a microphone and says, with a smirk sharp enough to cut glass, "Nice nostalgia run. Symbols are great for headlines, not for podiums." The cameras love it. The headlines write themselves. Wolfe qualifies, but can he compete? A legend returns as a memory. Symbolic, not competitive. I feel the sting of every word like it's aimed at my own spine. But Damian? He doesn't flinch. He listens to the commentary replay in silence, helmet tucked under his arm, posture loose, eyes steady. No tension in his jaw, no fire in his movements. Just calm, dangerous, deliberate calm. "They're already writing his ending," one reporter murmurs nearby. I know better. Let them underestimate him. When he finally steps away from the chaos, I move toward him without thinking. The noise fades as soon as I reach him. I wrap my arms around his waist, press my cheek against his chest, grounding myself in the solid, familiar rhythm of his breathing. "You did well," I say softly, fiercely. "You qualified. That's what matters to me." His arms come around me immediately, strong, certain. He kisses the top of my head, lingering for half a second longer than necessary, like he's memorizing the moment.
That's enough. Knowing that is enough.
Then he pulls back, just slightly, his expression shifting, not colder, but sharper, focused.
Arya, I need you with Marcus. From now until the finals, I want eyes on everything. Every live feed, every camera in my boot. No blind spots, no assumptions.
I nod instantly. Already on it.
I don't trust silence, and Blake is being far too quiet for comfort.
Before I can respond, one of his analysts calls out to him, gesturing toward the data room. Telemetry waits, numbers, strategy, the real war. Damian hesitates, then looks back at me.
Thank you. Your unwavering support pushed me farther than you know.
Then he turns and walks away with his team, calm stride, squared shoulders, heading into strategy discussions, dissecting laps, planning the finals like a chessboard already half solved. I watch him go, my heart pounding. Around me, the media continues its feast. Blake's camp celebrates loudly, confidently. The world is convinced it already knows how this ends. They think Damian Wolfe came back to be a story. They're wrong. He didn't come back to be remembered. He came back to finish something. And as I turn toward Marcus and the flickering wall of surveillance feeds, one truth settles deep in my bones. The most dangerous man in this race is the one everyone has stopped watching closely. The night arrives softly. No cameras, no engines screaming, no analysts arguing over numbers, just the quiet hum of the city beyond the glass and the rare stillness that settles when even fear grows tired of shouting. Damian doesn't speak much after dinner. He stands by the window for a long time, hands in his pockets, gaze fixed on nothing and everything at once. I don't ask what he's thinking. I already know. Some battles can't be shared. They have to be faced.
I need to go somewhere,
He finally says. There's no urgency in his voice, just resolve. I nod. I'll come with you. He turns, surprised, searches my face, as if weighing whether to stop me. Then he reaches for his jacket. We drive without music. The city thins into quiet streets, then narrower roads, until we arrive at a place where the noise of the world feels like a distant memory. The cemetery is peaceful, rows of white and gray stones resting beneath tall trees, moonlight spilling across the paths like silver dust. Damian parks and sits for a moment, hands resting on the steering wheel.
She loved quiet places.
He says softly.
Said the world made more sense when it wasn't trying so hard.
We walk side by side. When we stop, I know before he does. His steps slow, his shoulders stiffen, not with fear, but with something heavier. Acceptance, maybe, or reverence. The headstone is simple. Her name, her dates, a life reduced to lines carved in stone. Damian kneels. He removes a flower from his jacket, white lilies, fresh, carefully chosen. He places them gently, as if afraid of waking her.
Hey.
My chest tightens.
I came back. Not the way I planned. Not the way you'd probably approve of. But I came back.
He pauses, breath steady but deep.
And I met someone.
I step closer, but I don't interrupt. This is his moment.
Her name is Aria. She reminds me how to breathe again, how to fight without losing myself.
He looks back at the stone.
She makes me happy.
The words are simple, honest, unadorned.
But she proved me wrong.
Silence settles between us, gentle, not heavy.
I'm racing tomorrow, not for revenge, not even for justice. I'm racing because I survived. Because you didn't get to.
He swallows.
And I promise you, I'll finish it. Clean, fair. No more running.
He stands slowly, brushing his palms together like he's sealing something sacred. I step forward then. I'm Aria, I say softly, meeting the stone as if it can see me. Thank you for loving him when the world didn't know how. I'll take care of him now. Damian's breath catches. He reaches for my hand, our fingers threading together naturally. No pressure, no urgency, just connection. The drive home is quieter than before. Not sad, just full. When we get back to the penthouse, the lights are dim. Emma is asleep. The city glows beyond the windows, unaware of the reckoning waiting at dawn. We don't talk much. We change. We lie down. Damian turns on his side, facing me. I mirror him. Our hands meet between us, fingers entwining, skin warm against skin. No hunger, no tension, just closeness. His thumb strokes once across my knuckle, absent-minded, protective.
If anything happens tomorrow,
He begins. I squeeze his hand gently. Don't. He nods, accepts it. We lie there like that for a long time, breathing in sync, the quiet stretching without strain. Eventually, his breathing deepens, sleep claiming him slowly, carefully, like the world itself is afraid to wake him too soon. I'm still awake when his phone vibrates. Once. Soft. Sharp. Wrong. I don't mean to look, but my eyes are already there. Encrypted message received. Unknown sender. I unlock it. 3 words appear on the screen. Be prepared to lose. My grip tightens instinctively around Damian's hand. He stirs slightly but doesn't wake. I stare at the message until the screen dims, my heart pounding, not with fear, but with clarity. They're watching. They're desperate. And tomorrow, everything ends. I turn my face toward Damian, press my forehead lightly against his, and whisper into the quiet, "Come back to us." Then I close my eyes. Morning is coming. The Aerith circuit hums like a live wire. Engines snarl in the distance. Officials bark instructions. The crowd is a living organism, cheering, chanting, waiting to be fed spectacle and bloodless glory. Above it all, the sky hangs clear and cruelly blue, indifferent to what's about to break beneath it. Damian is at the stand, helmet off, suit zipped halfway. Calm, focused. I watch him from across the track, the way his shoulders rise and fall in controlled breaths, the way his fingers flex as if already gripping the wheel. He looks ready, whole, untouchable. Then the shadow falls.
Aria.
I don't jump. I don't turn immediately. I know that voice too well, smooth, measured, poisoned with entitlement. Ethan Blake stands beside me like he belongs here. Tailored suit, sunglasses, a faint smile that never reaches his eyes. I thought security was tighter, I say coolly, finally facing him. He chuckles under his breath.
For people who matter, doors always open.
We're far enough from the noise now, close to the service corridor behind the stands. No cameras pointed directly at us, no one paying attention. That's when my fingers slide over my phone and press record. Ethan notices, doesn't care.
I'll keep this simple. Tell Damian to withdraw. Now.
I scoff lightly, masking the sudden tightness in my chest. Or what? You'll glare him into submission? His smile sharpens.
Or Emma disappears.
The world tilts. I hold his gaze, refuse to blink. You don't have her. He sighs, as if disappointed by my lack of imagination.
You really never learned when to stop underestimating me.
He lifts his phone and taps the screen. Then he turns it toward me. The video plays. Emma, sitting in a cream leather seat too large for her little body. A window beside her showing endless sky. She's clutching her stuffed rabbit, feet swinging slightly as she hums to herself, unafraid, unaware. A private jet. My breath leaves me in a silent rush. This is fake, I whisper. Ethan's voice drops, intimate and lethal.
She's already airborne. New passport, new name. By the time you scream, she'll belong to a country you can't pronounce.
My hands shake, but only for a second. You won't get away with this, I say. He leans closer, voice barely audible.
Good. Let the world know who really lost today.
I swallow hard. If you touch her...
I already have. Now listen carefully. You have minutes. The race starts, Damian drives, and you kiss your daughter goodbye forever.
I search his face for cracks, find none. He straightens, smooths his cufflinks, then steps back.
You always chose the wrong men, Aria. Choose correctly, for once.
He walks away without looking back. The sound of engines revving punches through my skull. I can't breathe. Damian's voice echoes faintly over the intercom, something about final checks. I see him at the far end of the track, glancing up instinctively as if he feels me unraveling. Our eyes meet. His brow furrows. I force a smile. My phone vibrates. Marcus. I answer instantly, my voice low and shaking. Ethan has Emma.
I know. I'm tracking the jet now.
You don't understand. He showed me proof. She's already in the air.
I understand perfectly, and you need to listen to me. Do not tell Damian.
My heart stutters. Marcus,
We anticipated this.
he says.
Ethan's last move was always going to be personal. I have eyes on the aircraft. It hasn't left national airspace. We can intercept.
Tears burn my vision. You swear to me.
I swear. And Aria, recording him was smart. That just handed me the warrant I needed.
I close my eyes for half a second, just enough to gather the pieces of myself. Thank you, I whisper.
Stay calm and give me time.
The call ends. The countdown clock flashes. 2 minutes to start. From across the track, Ethan turns and looks at me. He taps his wrist slowly. Time's up. My pulse roars in my ears. Every instinct screams to run, to tear Damian out of that car, to to drag him away from this cursed circuit. But I remember his words. Remove fear from your perception. I lift my chin. I look back at Damian. This time, I don't fake the smile. I build it from steel. Because if Ethan wants to break us, he picked the wrong moment. The engines scream louder. The world holds its breath. And somewhere in the sky, my daughter is waiting to come home. I won't let him win. Not today. Lights go out, and the world detonates into motion. The roar of engines slams into my chest like a physical force, vibrating through bone and blood as the cars surge forward in a violent ballet of speed and precision. The crowd erupts, thousands of voices crashing together into a single, deafening wave. But I hear only one thing: Damian's engine. Low, steady, controlled. Blake's 3 cars explode off the line like predators unleashed, aggressive from the first second, slicing through the grid with ruthless intent. They don't race like men chasing victory. They race like men ordered to destroy. My fingers curl into fists at my sides. Damian doesn't bite. He lets them go. Lap 1, he holds his line. Lap 2, he studies them. I can almost feel his mind working from here, measuring braking points, tracking tire wear, waiting. He isn't reckless. He isn't emotional. He's hunting. Come on, I whisper, barely aware I'm speaking aloud. The cameras track the leaders. Blake's cars dominate the screen. Flashy overtakes, brutal cornering, commentators praising their fearlessness. One analyst laughs, calling Damian cautious. They have no idea. I know that posture, that stillness. Damian isn't afraid. He's patient. By lap 6, the cracks begin to show. One Blake driver locks his brakes too late, tires screaming in protest as he barely avoids the wall. Another clips a curb, losing precious milliseconds. They're pushing too hard, too fast, burning through their advantage like men who believe time is unlimited. Damian glides past one of them on the inside of a long curve, clean and surgical. No drama, no wasted motion. My heart leaps into my throat. Yes, I breathe. The commentators finally notice. Wolfe is coming alive now. Look at that composure. I don't hear the rest, because the second Blake car closes in. Too close. It rides Damian's rear wing aggressively, inches away at impossible speed. My pulse spikes. I lean forward, every muscle in my body screaming. That's not pressure. That's intent. The Blake car swerves slightly, once, twice, testing space that doesn't exist. Damian adjusts, calm as ever, shifting his line just enough to deny an opening. Then it happens. The Blake driver dives into a corner far too hot, angling not for the apex, but for Damian. Time slows. I see it with horrifying clarity. The trajectory is wrong. The speed is wrong. This isn't a mistake. It's an attack. No! I cry out. Damian reacts instantly, steering wide, sacrificing position to avoid the impact, but the Blake car clips his rear tire anyway. The sound is monstrous. Metal shrieks. Rubber explodes. The Blake car spins violently, slamming into the barrier in a shower of sparks and debris. The track erupts into chaos. Crash! Crash at turn 9! Yellow flags! Yellow flags! My hands fly to my mouth as my heart tries to tear free from my chest. Smoke billows across the track. Marshals rush in. The wrecked Blake car lies twisted and broken against the wall, its front end destroyed. Damian's car fishtails, then stabilizes. He keeps it under control. He keeps it moving. Tears spill down my cheeks as relief and fury crash together inside me. He's alive. He's still racing. The yellow flags wave, forcing reduced speed. The field bunches up, tension thick enough to choke on. Cameras zoom in on the wreckage, replaying the incident from every angle. Even the commentators hesitate now. That looked intentional. That wasn't a racing line. That was dangerous. My phone vibrates in my pocket, but I don't look. I can't look away from the track. Across the circuit, I feel it before I see it. Ethan. He stands at the far end of the paddock, untouched by the chaos he engineered, his posture relaxed, his expression carved from smug certainty. Our eyes meet across the distance. He smiles, cold, confident, as if to say, "This is only the beginning." My blood turns to ice. I straighten my spine, wipe my tears, and lift my chin. Because Damian didn't crash, because the trap didn't work, and because now the entire world has seen what Blake's team is willing to do. The yellow flags begin to withdraw, and I know, with absolute certainty, this is no longer just a race. It's a reckoning.
The yellow flags disappear, and with them, mercy. The track breathes again, raw, open, merciless, and my hands tighten around the wheel as the engine responds to my touch like a living thing. The vibration hums up my arms, settles into my spine. Familiar, intimate. This is where I belong. One Blake car is gone. Only one remains. Ethan's final driver pulls alongside me as the race resumes, his engine screaming in defiance. We're neck and neck, the crowd a blurred wall of color and sound, but I hear nothing except the precision of my own breathing and the pulse of the car beneath me. Stay calm. That's what saved me before. That's what will save me now. The last lap signal flashes. Everything narrows. The world reduces to asphalt, apexes, breaking points, and memory. 5 years ago. The smell of oil. The last second maintenance stop. The moment I pressed the throttle and felt something wrong. The engine failure had come without warning, a heartbeat between control and catastrophe. Metal screaming. Fire. Darkness. And afterward, a hospital room. A doctor shaking his head, my wife's pale hand slipping from mine weeks later as cancer finished what that crash had started. I almost lost everything that day. I won't lose again. The Blake driver lunges forward, aggressive, reckless, exactly as expected. He takes the inside line into the chicane, brakes late, forcing speed where patience is required. 5 years ago, I would have followed him. 5 years ago, I would have tried to prove something. Not today. I choose the outer line, safer, wider, smarter. The car feels lighter beneath me as I exit the corner clean, carrying momentum instead of bleeding it. The Blake driver pushes harder, desperate now, his tires screaming their protest. I see it before it happens, a stutter in his acceleration, a flicker on his dash, a sound no driver ever wants to hear. Mechanical failure. His engine coughs, once, twice, then dies violently, smoke pouring from the rear as his car lurches and slows. He fights it, but physics doesn't negotiate. I pass him without hesitation. No triumph, no gloating, just clarity. The final stretch opens before me like a promise. I think of Arya's eyes at the pit wall, steady even when fear tried to claim her. I think of Emma's laugh echoing through the penthouse. I think of the grave I visited last night, the vow I made not to chase ghosts, but to honor them. This win isn't about revenge, it's about survival. The engine sings as I push through the last curve, the finish line stretching ahead, white and impossible and real. For a fraction of a second, everything is silent. Then, I cross the line. The world explodes. Cheering, sirens, fireworks. I slow the car, hands trembling now, not from fear, but from release. 5 years of grief, rage, restraint, and restraint, finally breaking into something that feels dangerously close to peace. I've won. I shut off the engine and rest my forehead against the steering wheel, eyes burning. A laugh escapes me, raw, broken, alive. I did it. And somewhere beyond the noise, beyond the cameras and the chaos, I know Arya is watching. This time, I came back.
The world changes. For a moment after Damian crosses the finish line, I forget how to breathe. The noise hits me all at once. Roars from the grandstands, sirens, commentators shouting his name, but it feels distant, like I'm underwater. My eyes are locked on the giant screen replaying the final seconds again and again. Damian Wolfe, first place, winner. He did it. My knees nearly give out. Someone grabs my arm to steady me, one of the crew, but I barely register it. My heart is pounding so violently it hurts. 5 years of pain, sabotage, grief, and waiting have collapsed into this single, impossible truth. He survived. He won. Before the officials can even finish waving their flags, Damian is out of the car. He rips off his helmet, hair damp with sweat, eyes scanning wildly until they find me. And then he's running. I don't remember moving, only that suddenly he's there. Solid, real, alive, his arms wrapping around me with such force that I gasp. I bury my face in his chest, breathing him in, my hands fisting in his racing suit, as if I need physical proof that he isn't about to disappear. "You came back," I whisper, my voice breaking. He presses his forehead to mine, eyes shining.
But I promised you.
The cameras swarm instantly, flashes exploding around us. But for those few seconds, it's just us. The world can wait. Officials pull him away gently. Protocol, ceremony, history being made. I watch as he's led to the podium, my heart swelling until it feels too big for my chest. When they place the crown-like laurel around his neck, when the announcer declares him the winner of the $2 billion global tournament, the crowd erupts again. I clap until my palms sting, tears streaming freely now. Around me, his team is shouting, hugging, crying. This wasn't just a race, it was resurrection. As the anthem plays and confetti rains down, I feel a shift in the air. Not just celebration, finality. Then I hear my name.
Arya.
I turn, and my heart nearly stops. Marcus is walking toward me, his expression grim but resolved, and beside him, Emma. For half a second, my mind refuses to process it. Then she breaks free from his hand and runs toward me. "Mommy!" I drop to my knees just in time to catch her, wrapping her so tightly in my arms that she squeaks. I don't care. I kiss her hair, her cheeks, her forehead, sobbing openly now. "You're here," I choke. "You're safe. Oh God, you're safe." "I was on a plane," she says innocently, "but Uncle Marcus brought me back." I look up at Marcus, my entire body shaking.
It's done. We tracked the jet. Warrants are signed.
And then I see him, Ethan. Security has already surrounded him near the paddock, his confident posture finally cracked. His face is pale, fury and disbelief warring in his eyes as Marcus approaches, badge visible, warrant held high.
Ethan Blake, Marcus says calmly, loudly enough for cameras to catch every word. You are under arrest for abduction, conspiracy, corporate fraud, and obstruction of justice.
The words hang in the air like thunder. Ethan's gaze snaps to me, wild, desperate. "Arya," he spits, "you think this is over?" I stand slowly, Emma still clutched against me. Every ounce of fear I once felt replaced by something unbreakable. "It's over," I say clearly. "You lost." The officers move in, handcuffs click shut around his wrists. For the first time since I've known him, Ethan Blake looks small. The crowd senses it instantly. Murmurs ripple outward, phones rise, headlines being born in real time. The man who once controlled narratives is now being dragged into the truth, kicking and shouting as officers escort him away. Lucia is nowhere to be seen. Good. I turn just as Damian approaches, confusion flickering across his face when he sees Emma. Then understanding dawns. He crosses the distance in long strides, and drops to his knees beside us, his hands gentle as they frame Emma's face.
You're okay.
He looks at me then, really looks at me, and something fierce and tender passes between us. He pulls both of us into his arms, holding us like we're something precious he nearly lost. Marcus clears his throat softly.
There's more. With Ethan in custody, the financial warrants are moving fast. Accounts frozen, boards dissolving. Blake Sports Car Industries is already in emergency session.
Damian exhales slowly. I look around, the track, the crowd, the sky so blue it almost hurts, and realize the truth settling deep in my bones. The world has changed, not because of the money, not because of the trophy, but because the men who thought they could destroy us underestimated one thing. Love doesn't make you weak, it makes you unstoppable. I rest my head against Damian's shoulder, Emma nestled safely between us, and for the first time in years, I allow myself to believe. We've won more than a race. We've won our future. Power doesn't always arrive with noise. Sometimes it comes quietly, through a phone call. My secure line vibrates just as dawn filters through the penthouse windows. I already know who it is before I answer. It's done, the covert finance expert says. His voice is calm, precise, the voice of someone who understands the weight of numbers. We've pushed your total holdings to 42%, clean, verified. I close my eyes slowly. 42%. He continues. Ethan liquidated 15% of his personal stake overnight. Emergency sales, legal pressure, I assume. Of course he did. He's bleeding, the expert adds, trying to fund his way out of the lawsuits. I feel no pity. Good, I say quietly. Begin consolidation. Every fragmented share. Put them all in my name. A pause, then respect. Understood. Congratulations, Ms. Wolfe. I end the call and turn to Damian, who's been watching me with that familiar stillness, the kind that means he's already 10 steps ahead. It's time, I say. A slow, knowing smile touches his lips. I figured. He exhales, gaze hardening.
Ethan's arrest will force his father out of the shadows. That man never lets his empire burn without stepping in.
Then let's meet him in the light, I reply. Damian reaches for his phone. One call.
Marcus, I think it's time.
Blake Sports Car Industries rises like a monument to arrogance. Glass, steel, legacy built on exploitation and silence. As our convoy pulls up, I feel no fear, only clarity. Damian orchestrated this meeting flawlessly. Emergency board session, mandatory attendance, no escape routes. We step into the elevator together, Damian, Marcus, and me. The ascent is smooth, silent, deliberate. The doors open on the top floor. The boardroom is already full. Executives murmur. Board members sit stiff-backed, unaware they're about to witness the collapse of a dynasty. At the head of the table stands Ethan's father, commanding, silver-haired, smiling as he addresses the room, confident, practiced, untouchable, until he sees us. The smile dies instantly. His eyes lock on Damian first, shock flickering, quickly masked by disdain. Then they fall on me, his former daughter-in-law, the woman his family tried to erase. "And what," he says, "is the meaning of this?" Marcus steps forward, but I lift a hand gently. "Not yet," I say to him. "Let him watch." I take 2 steps into the room, heels clicking softly against polished marble. "I'm here," I say, "to decide the fate of this company." A ripple of confusion spreads. Ethan's father laughs once, short, sharp. "You must be joking." I don't smile yet. "I'm not," I reply. "I'm a major shareholder." His gaze snaps to the board. Several members shift uncomfortably. One clears his throat. "It's true. The shares were verified this morning. Consolidated holdings." Silence crashes down. "How much?" he demands. 42%, another board member says. The color drains from his face. I feel Damian's presence beside me, solid, unwavering. A quiet reminder of everything they tried to destroy and failed. "This is impossible," Ethan's father mutters. "No," I say. "This is overdue." I straighten. As a major shareholder, I'm calling for a vote of no confidence. The room freezes. Ethan Blake, I continue, is under arrest, facing multiple criminal charges, corporate fraud, attempted murder, and kidnapping. His continued position as CEO endangers this company. One by one, hands rise. Agreement, relief, survival instinct. The vote passes unanimously. Ethan Blake is removed as CEO, and then, as the highest shareholder, the public relations officer says carefully, Ms. Aria Wolfe is appointed interim CEO, effective immediately. The words echo like a verdict. Ethan's father stares at me as if seeing a ghost. I finally let myself smile. That's when Marcus steps forward.
Mr. Blake,
Badge flashing, voice cutting through the air.
you are under arrest for financial mismanagement, unlawful expulsion of Damian Wolfe, withholding contractual bonuses, and as an accessory to the car sabotage incident 5 years ago.
Handcuffs click. The sound is deafening. No one speaks. No one moves. The empire that once crushed us collapses in silence. I look around the boardroom at the men who watched injustice happen, who benefited from it, who stayed quiet. At last, I say, justice isn't negotiable. Damian's hand finds mine. Together we stand in the ruins of everything they stole from us. Revenge didn't consume us, it freed us. And this time, it's final.
They say winning fixes everything. The trophy gleams on the shelf like a captured sun. The headlines still scream my name. The Blakes are behind bars. The company is no longer a weapon in corrupt hands. The past 5 years of sabotage, loss, and rage has finally been answered. So, why does the silence feel so loud? I stand alone in the study long after the penthouse has settled into its nighttime hush. Outside, the city pulses with life, indifferent to how completely my world is changed. I should feel whole. I should feel finished. Instead, something aches. It's not grief, not fear. It's absence. Aria finds me there, leaning against the doorframe, reading me the way she always does, without asking questions too soon.
You disappeared.
I needed air, I reply, though there's no window open. She steps closer.
You won. You got justice. Why do you look like you lost something?
That's when I open the drawer. The paper lies exactly where it has always been. Folded, legal, precise. Our marriage contract. I stare at it, remembering the night it was signed. 2 wounded people, 2 broken pasts, an alliance forged in pain and strategy, not hope, not love. I pick it up. This, I say quietly, was never supposed to matter. Aria's brows knit together.
Damian?
We made a deal, I continue. A weapon disguised as vows. We told ourselves it was temporary, useful. I look at her then. Really look. The woman who stood beside me when the world mocked me, who chose my survival over her revenge, who loved me without asking for proof that I deserved it. But somewhere along the way, I say, my voice roughening, it stopped being strategy. Her breath catches. I tear the contract cleanly down the middle. Once, twice, until it's nothing but fragments. Aria's eyes widen, not in fear, but disbelief. I let the pieces fall. That alliance is over, I say. Silence stretches between us, fragile as glass. I step closer, my heart pounding harder than it ever did on the track. I don't want a contract, I say. I don't want an arrangement. I don't want revenge to be the reason you're here. I lower myself to one knee, not because tradition demands it, but because humility does. Arya, I say, steady despite the storm inside me. Marry me. Not to fight anyone, not to prove anything. Marry me because I love you. Because I want to wake up choosing you when there's nothing left to win. Her hands fly to her mouth. Tears gather, but she's smiling.
I fell in love with you when you weren't looking. Somewhere between the lies and the battles. Somewhere when you stopped trying to save me and just stood with me.
She kneels too, bringing us eye to eye.
Yes, I'll marry you. I choose you. I choose us.
The kiss that follows isn't rushed or desperate. It's certain, grounded. A promise sealed not by urgency, but by peace. When we part, she laughs softly through tears.
You know, I already have a honeymoon destination in mind.
I arch a brow. Of course you do. She names the city. Sun-warmed streets, ocean air, a place that has nothing to do with courtrooms or racetracks. We're going, I say instantly. She studies me, then reaches into her bag. There's something else, she murmurs. She hands me a folded paper. At first, I didn't understand. Then I do. My breath leaves me all at once. 1 week pregnant. The world tilts. I look up at her, stunned. Arya. She nods, eyes shining.
We're already a family.
I pull her into my arms, holding her like the future itself is fragile and precious and alive between us. For the first time in years, the emptiness disappears. Victory didn't fill the vacuum. Love did. And this time, I'm not racing toward something. I'm home.